Good evening. We are back to Ask John Show live, and today we have some exciting topics to go through, and we have some exciting guests as well too. So before I want to start on this one, if any one of you wanted to build a career in HR, you want to build career in recruitment, or let's say even training, or even one HRBP as well too, congratulations, because you found the right show to watch. Is from Hoan, from Vung Tau. Um, Hi, I'm currently working in recruitment as a talent acquisition, but I want to build my career in HRBP. How do I make the switch? Jump. It's all yours.
Uh, yeah, so I think switch from talent acquisition to HRBP is much easier than you are outside of HR and then you want to jump into HR. So you already in the HR field. Now just moving from one sector in HR to another one. So I think you can leverage all the skill and technique that you have as a talent acquisition and a recruiter to bring into the new job and HRBP, because as I mentioned, the role of an HRBP is to integrate with the business, to have the people agenda that's aligned to and support the business strategy. And one important factor in the people agenda is related to the resources, which means how you can recruit the suitable profile for the company, how you can attract good talent, how you can identify what type of profile that the company and the business is currently need, so you can leverage all the skill and experience that you have in talent acquisition to bring in the HRBP. But it requires more than that. So as I already mentioned, because the name of the role is already suggest HRBP, which means HR business partner. So in order to be a business partner, you have, as I mentioned many times, you have to really understand about the business. So you can spend a lot of time talking with people who are running the business, who are directly and then daily delivering the business result, to understand about their daily operation, to understand about their challenges and understand about their needs, to get more stand about the business knowledge and then get more and stronger business acumen. So then I think the rest can be low, and then just keep, like I mentioned, keep an open mindset and curiosity mindset, and you can learn it very quick.
Thank you, Cham, for sharing. So, Hoon, I think Cham has been excellent, giving you a lot of good grips. So, I will not really add much. So, but from my side, I will say this one. We wanted to make any particular switch, or you had a goal, or you wanted to achieve some in a particular role. It has two sides, your internal and external. You need to look at your internal first and also external. If you say that which one is more important, internal is more important. So, you need to think about, do you really want it? Do you really want it? And then you think about what you have it inside of you. Well, and then you can map the required skill for that role. And you don't need to go anywhere to find this thing. Just watch that video 30 minutes ago. Cham was giving you one by one. Go through this one. You can just get a white paper, write down the 7 skill and see where you are over there. If you're good, maybe, you said that, John, how much should I be master of 7 of them? I said, not really. If you're master of 7 of them, you should be already in HRBP. So if you are already good enough at least 4 to 5 of them, so that means you are in a good shape. If you're not, find a way, learn from other people. Like she just say that. Just go back 30 minutes and you can see how did she get the skills. And learn from other people and take some online courses, learn from other mentors, watch any more video like this and practice. Just something. Where you can practice, you can join in non-profit organizations and you can start practicing there as well too. That's one of the great way to build practice. Practice makes a man, not only man, woman's perfect too. So if you are a woman, you will be perfect as well, just to practice. So do this internal thing. An external thing, I want to tell you a little bit of orthodox tips for you. So start to work with, see who is leading the HRBP unit. If he's the same boss or separate boss. So start to volunteer for the department HRBP. If you are the same boss, perfect. It's so easy, because then anything really to see that when your boss is stressed out about any particular projects because it just came in the last minute, throw your hat in the ring and say that, give it to me. I want to give it a try. Raise your hand. I want to give it a try. You do that. It's when you do that, there are two things happen. Internally, you get more practice inside your company, and externally, your boss see that, oh, you probably capable, or you're trying to be capable, and both is a good. You are winning. You are not losing at any side. So do that one, and also at least one more tips. Go out with that team. If there is an HRB, few more other people, go out with them. Have lunch couple of times in a week, continuously. Build the friendships, and then you will see that probably one day they will tell by themselves, hey, why don't you join us? I think we had a position open. Why don't you join us? But one more thing is about be patient. Don't get instant gratifications in Facebook and all kind of thing. These people, you need to be passionate enough. You will not be getting all those skills in 1-2 days or 1-2 months. It even takes a year, or could be years as well too. It depends. The first internal, where is your present thing, and how critically you really evaluated each of those 7 skill example. Or you can even choose other 7. I have no problem. Cham shared with you 7. You can take those 7 and you can just use those 7 for now, and then be a biggest critic of yourself, and you measure yourself, and how closer you are, the faster you're gonna get. The more farther you are, more passion you need to be. Don't think about how long you need to wait. Think how just be more passion. So these are my tastes from your side, Hoan. I would like to say all the best, and I'm very happy that you found something to move forward in your career. I would like to say good luck, and when you go to that role, give us a heads up. We'd love to say give you a big clap from here as well too. So with that, let's move to the next question. The next question is about from Minh in Ho Chi Minh City. Oh, this is you're gonna like it. So I know that the first 2 minutes at the interview is a very critical, and fast impression makes it or breaks it, even at a date with a girl, or even as an interviewer as well too. What is your tips to make a smashing first 2 minutes in a job interview? John.
Mm-hmm.
How do you start?
Yeah, so I think like you can like read a lot from internet about the interview techniques. So I won't repeat this, but like I think like there will be some insight as an HR I can provide to you. So I think like before entering any conversation, even if like a date or it's an interview or it's a business conversation, you have to know who you are like talking with, and do you really like came into the room with the full understanding of what you will say, what you will talk, and who you are talking with. So for an interview, you only come to an interview with the full understanding about the role you are applying, the full understanding about the company that you are want to work for. You have to do your own homework to research about the company, the role, and even like try as many ways as you can to research about the people that will interview you. Sometimes it's quite easy. You can just like ask for HR who I will interview with. They said you will be interviewed with the head of a sales department, so that you can go into LinkedIn and then search about who is the head of sales, the department head of sales in that company, and then you can read about their profile, and even you can find a lot of interesting about their selling. To know about the people you are going to have a conversation with, you and it's easier for you to build a rapport when at the very first moment when you are entering the room and have a conversation with them. And I think like first impression is important, but more importantly is how you will deliver your interview. Do you really like understand about the role you apply? Do you really understand about yourself? Because like I see a lot of candidates, they are really do a well research about the company and the position, but they do not really understand about themselves. So they do not know like what is their strength, their weakness, and how they can fit with the role, and how they can contribute to the company that they want to work for. So if you are not sure and if you don't have the answer for all the questions, you have a high chance to lose the interview. So first impression is important. So just like do your homework to research about the interview and the people you are talking for, have the conversation with before you entering the room, and then it will be more about the content and the way you deliver and the way you are presenting yourself.
Great, thank you for sharing, Cham. I think you got pretty much well. I think Cham gave you a lot of handrails, and so you can really go and do some great interview as well. From myself is I just wanted to be a little more classic about that. So my classic will be, there is no trick can get you a job if you're not the right candidate. You should deep dive inside, you need to understand. If you're not the right candidate, you will never get the job. And you should not apply the job too. Because with that, you're wasting your time. Forget about the rest. You're wasting your time. You'll be spending a lot of time applying and showing up the interview, and just absolute waste of time. But if you're a good candidate, but if you have a bad interview skill, and then you will lose the job too. So this is where you need to learn how to do great interview. And with that first 2 minutes, actually for me it's hard to say it. I think Cham has been very good, and she already gave you a lot of handrails in terms of preparation. I don't know what level you are in. If you're in manager level or junior level or senior manager level or C level, I don't know, because your preparation will be different based on your levels, and your first 2 minutes will be different as well too. The way you start in first 2 minutes in a senior or even director level, in C-suite you start in different way too as well. But let's say about you are a manager level, so you need to prepare and practice like the way Cham, and more importantly, you need to look at the data. More amount of data you have, like she mentioned about LinkedIn and other thing, and you're asking questions who are joining, and you study about those data, and then you can prepare better. So go ahead, all the best. If you're looking for a job, prepare well, and it's good to fail some interview, by the way. Don't be upset if you fail one or two interview. It's good to fail, and this is learning from you, and this is going to make you better. Everything is good.
Yeah, and actually one more thing that I want to add.
Please.
Always keep seeking for feedback, especially constructive feedback, because I know that a lot of people, and especially with our culture, a lot of people, they don't want to hear feedback, especially strong and straight feedback. But listen to feedback from others is the only way that you know like what is your area for improvement. And for example, if you don't fit with the job, just seek for the feedback why you are not the right candidate for the position, or what is the gap of you with the position that they are looking for, and you can improve a lot from the hearing the feedback from others. Yeah, so always seeking for constructive feedback.
It's great. Thank you for adding that one as well too. So go ahead, man. All the best for your next job interview, and I'm sure that you will do it well. Congratulations, you found the video already. So go ahead. Now let's talk about the next question. So next question is from Tao from Kantha City. I failed to negotiate my job salary several times, and I was underpaid in the company. All right. What are your tips to negotiate the right salary or high salary for my job? So.
Okay, so I think like I enter a lot of conversation to negotiate about salary. So I think like from the company and from HR and from the company perspective, if you're asking for an increase in salary, you have to show us like what is the additional value that you can bring to. For example, you ask for like 13 or 50% increase in salary. can you contribute like 13 and 50% more? So if you say that I can, and I believe that's like I can do better, I can do more, and I can contribute more. I think that's a company is willing to pay you, because like if you are good talent and they are good company, they are willing to increase your salary in order to keep you and to retain you. And but in the situation that you feel that you are underpaid, make sure that like you have a well research, because I know a lot of employees, they always feel that they are underpaid, because when they are looking for maybe their friend and maybe other company, when they are very need of a critical talent, they are willing to pay double and triple the current salary to attract that talent. So they feel that they are currently underpaid. So before you are jumping into any conclusion, just like do your research first. And if you do a lot of research and seeking information from different sources, and you know that the company really underpaid you, you can leave. And I believe that you have the right to choose the company you are working for. If you feel that the company is not fair, the company is underpaid you, maybe it is not the right company that you want to stick for a long time and you want to build a career with. So just leave it. And if you feel that your value is worth more, you can easily find another way, another opportunity in the market. Yeah, but like make sure that you have the correct data to jump to the conclusion first.
Thank you, John, for sharing. So yeah, so pretty much in the same page. There's nothing much for me to add on this one. I think Cham has been added a holistic answer on this one already about you need to have data. Well, from my side, if you really want me to add something, then I will say this one. It's about when it comes to salary negotiation, most of the time people wait a lot of time and then people come with a lot of negativity when it comes to salary negotiation. You need to get loose your negativity, because when you comes with a lot of negativity, you are not going to get the salary increase. It's sealed. And let's say you tried and you have been turned down your offer and then you go negative, it is not going to help you. It's not going to help you to get more. And it's probably going to make you make it difficult to even perform as well you was performing before. It's subconscious mindset going to work on your head. So do not cut loose. Do not just live with that negativity. Get out the negativity out of it and really think about what are the key things you want to focus to it. And job, and like Cham already said, that if your company is sometimes maybe just paying you the market value, and some other talent got recruited because of some urgent issues and 3x, and you cannot compare with them. So you need to compare with your salary structure of your present company. That's very important, and bring the conversation in table in a very smart and very respectful way, that you are adding more value, 30%, and you deserve more back. So that's the thing you want to do. So, but I say that one, be respectful, be patient, and do not treat your management with negativity. That will not help anything to you. Let's move to the next question. So viewers, we're actually going to take like 2 or 3 max questions. So if you have more questions, go ahead and comment below. We have few more times left. So if you want to get you answered a few questions, go ahead and keep commenting, and we'll try our best to select your questions to answer it here. So with that, I'm moving to the next one. It's Lynn from Dalat. I failed last round of my job interview. Everyone was like multiple rounds, 4 rounds, 5th rounds. Why am I always failing in the last round? Do you have any tips for me? It's a painful experience, I can understand. Jump.
Mm-hmm. I think like it's the same. That's what we already like shared. When it comes to the very last round, it's more about the suitability, because like maybe in the second, the third, and the fourth round, it is where we assess your knowledge, your skill, and your capability. But when it comes to the very last round, it's more about the suitability, because like maybe we already have a short list of only 2 or 3 people, and because they already all passed all of the previous round, so which means they are proved to have the necessary skill, knowledge, and capability to perform the job. So in order to choose one over the other, so it's going to be how to choosing the more fit and the more suitable profile with the role and with the current company culture. So I think it will be not your fault, but like because maybe you haven't found the suitable environment and the one that fit you, and they also see that you're a good fit for the company and for the role. So it's very hard for me to give any advice on that, because like we cannot like force a company to take you if they didn't see that you are a good fit and a suitable candidate for the position. It is not because you are not good enough, but it's more about like the suitable and who is more suitable with their criteria. Yeah. And so make sure that you have your own research well about the company and the position, and you can like come to try to find any friend or friend of friend who are currently working in that company to really understand about the company environment, the company culture, and what is the current role that you are applying into is expected a profile to have to assess that if you are a really good fit for the role before you are going through the selection process.
Thank you, John, for sharing. So, yeah, Lynn, I'm really sorry that you have been failed multiple times in the first round. I absolutely see myself. I mean, I would be horrified like the same if you have I mean, I understand when you go into final rounds, you have multiple time, you have to prepare and you have to show up and you have to give a lot of push into it and then get turned down. So I think Cham really gave you a lot of feedbacks on this one to help you out. So from myself, I want to probably add on this. First, don't 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 see this as a setback. Take it as a feedback. Use it. So that means, and because it's giving you experience, it's giving you, every time you're going into it, you are learning something new as well too, and use it as your feedback to improve yourself. Probably like Cham already, it's going to be very about suitability for the company. It's not about your skill set only. It's need to fit to the company, and she already gave you a lot of tips about how you can grab more information of suitability so you can mold a little bit your answer, which is great. So for me, I will tell, use it as your feedback to improve. I mean, from your question, I understand there is a long breath over there. So let's let the long breath go and get ready for the next one, because you're going to get moving to a final round in soon. But if you use it as a fear instead of your heart and mind, it's going to be hurting you, and it's going to make you even suffer more. And I don't want you to suffer more on that. I want you use it as your fuel to go to the next round and get the offer, basically. So with that one, I think that it's actually a very complex and compound situation when you are last round. So let's talk about some of the criteria. Some company maybe will not just take you in because somebody even not as good as you in suitability, but maybe they are just willing to work 50% off your salary expectation. They will take that person because they see the value is already enough for them, or maybe 25% lower as well too. So on this one, I think you need to do one more extra thing, is about doing a research about the salary range into that company. And one more tips I want to give it to you, the 3 or 4 whatever amount of last round you failed, try to figure out who did they really recruit. Get the person name and find them in LinkedIn, and you learn from them what they really do. Maybe some of them are like a ghost, you will not find anything about them, but some of them actually does a lot of sharing as well too, and that can help you to understand why these guys are a little bit, or girls, a little more outstanding than you in the final round. It's not about uh, um, it's not about you actually doing policing or stealing information. No, it's about learning. You learn it, and don't bother the person. If you want to, you can actually can network the person with their person as well too. um, I met multiple people. I got selected, and then many people actually reached me out for the role and said, "Hey, we was interviewing the same role." So, oh, right, let's get friends. And then we've been connected in LinkedIn, and we kept the connection as well too. So if you reach it out to them, maybe some of them will willing to connect you in LinkedIn, for example, and can you can have a new friends, and that's the way it could be pure learning opportunity as well too. So that's why I'm saying that use it as your feedback, not make it as a failure for you, and so you can use it to get better on this. So now moving forward, maybe the last question of the day. I think we have like 5 minutes left. So viewers, we're gonna pick the last questions. Do you have any questions? Go ahead and comment below. So hopefully it will appear and we can see your questions and pick the last most questions. So what you got? We got a question. All right. We have not taken a question from Danang. So let's take a question from Danang. So the question is coming from Danang, is from Hoan. Currently I'm working in Danang, but I want to move my job to Ho Chi Minh City. What are your best tips for me to find a job in Ho Chi Minh City at this present COVID situation?
So your concern will be more about the location thing, and especially with the current COVID situation
Yep.
in Đà Nẵng, right?
Yep.
I think now in Đà Nẵng, even in Đà Nẵng, they have a lot of job opportunity. But if you already decide that you want to move to Ho Chi Minh and to build a career here, you can find first. You also have your research about what the how many the position is currently opening in the market and make a lead. But I think that nowadays the location is not a matter, because like we can, especially under the COVID situation thing, a lot of companies they even work from home, like fully work from home. And even with my current company, we are also on half working in office and half working at home. So I think that and I even I take a cluster role, which means I'm also in charge of Vietnam and Cambodia. But due to the COVID situation, I cannot visit Cambodia. But I still to deliver things in for my team in Cambodia. So I think location is not really a matter nowadays when you are seeking for a job or opportunity. So if you want to find any job in Ho Chi Minh, just like looking for any opportunity that currently open, that you feel that you are fit with, and you have the potentially to be select, and then just apply. I don't see any big challenge in terms of like location when you are looking for a job, even if in Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, or even in other cities. So I'm not sure my answer can help you, but like, because I didn't see any challenges, especially from HR point of view, I didn't see any challenges. It is only the challenge. For example, if I'm recruiting for a position in Ho Chi Minh, and then you are from Da Nang, you apply to the position, and you come to me and said that because I'm located in Da Nang, but your job in Ho Chi Minh, so can you pay me more for the relocation fee, because I'm originally I'm in Da Nang, but now I have to work in Ho Chi Minh. So some company, if they have the relocation policy and they are willing to find people outside of Ho Chi Minh for this position, maybe you can ask for. But some many companies they don't have this, and you cannot like ask for this just because you are come from another city and now you want to work for Ho Chi Minh. So it's not a very like enough a proper request. And if you want to work for it, just make yourself ready and for this and suitable for this. So that's all.
All right, Hoang, you wanted to make you move to Ho Chi Minh City and join with us here, which is a great thing. Like you said, look, Cham was HR, and HR was saying there's not a problem, so you shouldn't be worried much about it. So this is, and actually COVID is great. And now is COVID going on, so probably you don't even have to have a face-to-face interview. All will be done over the Skype or all Google Hangouts, and you're pretty much good. You don't have to spend that money to come in over and have a face-to-face interview. So probably this is great in one sense. Probably now COVID, so you probably will be in quarantine for 2 weeks when you come in here. But I think it's much open, and I think it will be much easier for you to move to Ho Chi Minh City compared to Hanoi, because Hanoi and Da Nang will have a much more different culture compared to Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City. People are much more mixed and cosmopolitan mindset here, and Southern has always been more internationalized, so you will feel much more comfortable as well too. So let's say, let me help you out. How to you want to land a job, right? Find out who is friend of you, of if a classmate or school or university working in Ho Chi Minh City. Reach to them and tell them you're looking for a job, and tell them to refer your profile to HR manager or hiring manager. If you get a friend of 20, so you already been introduced 20 companies. All right. So that is why you should always be a nice person and have friends. If you're not a nice person, you don't have a friend, and if you don't have a friend, you are in a big mess. So this is one way. Second way is about make sure that your LinkedIn is up to date, and look at, not about just going to the LinkedIn, and do not do these mistakes. A lot of people do this mistake. They go to the LinkedIn and go to the homepage and keep commenting every other open positions, and somebody make a post. Is it open? Can I apply? Please don't do that. I mean, with that one, you simply destroy your own personal branding in LinkedIn. If somebody talking about any particular role and it's related to you, you can go there and comment what you have done in your previous life or previous career, which is related to that role, and how did you really do it, and or particular problem, how did you solve? You comment that one. Spend 5 minutes and write that 5 to 10 lines of comment, and that's going to really attract the HR or whomever posting hiring manager to have a conversation with you. Not just say that, oh great, can I apply? That is not a great way of approaching. Number 3 is about LinkedIn has a lot of jobs posted by different companies. You can apply those positions. Those are pretty easy to do it. Even most of them, you don't have to create a profile. You just click, 3-click, apply, done. But with that, you have a bad problem. Many problem just spamming the CV to everywhere. Please do not do that. With that one, your CV will be deprioritized by LinkedIn algorithm itself. So you don't want it to get that issues. There is a lot of job sites, Vietnam Works and other one. Keep an eye into it. But like I said, that if you are a good person and if you have some good friends around, and 20 of them working in Ho Chi Minh City, reach to them and say them introduce you to their HR and the hiring managers, and probably you can easily land a job. But I think it's not about finding a job. I think you should be focusing about what kind of career you're really looking for in Ho Chi Minh City. That is what is the main thing. It's not about just coming to Ho Chi Minh City. I don't know what is the particular reason why you really had decided to come to Ho Chi Minh City. You haven't written to us. So like again, I want to go back to the basic, which Cham just said, that do you really want to come to Ho Chi Minh City? And if you do, also figure out what kind of exactly role you're looking into it. I don't know how senior you are a manager or you're junior level. I don't know about it too as well. You have not commented. So reach out to your friends and do these channels, and it will help you. But like I said, that one, coming to Ho Chi Minh City compared to going to Hanoi will be a lot more easier transition for you. You will have a less cultural background shock and all kind of thing. And there's a lot of people from Da Nang working in Ho Chi Minh City. So you'll find your home here very soon. All right. I think it was been a good evening talking to you, Cham, and I think there's a lot of great sharing. We're almost coming to the last part of the show. Do you want to share some key message to the viewers before we wrap up?
I think like when you come to any career decision, when you are not sure, when you are not uncertainty about anything, just like seek out for other advice and feedback, and you can like even like you cannot get immediate like answer for every question, but you from sharing to other and asking for support from others, you can like help you to they can provide you with different perspective, and they can sometimes they can give you many great advice. And actually like if you have any question that relating to the HR career or career in general, I'm willing to support, because I also have a lot. I'm joining in a lot of like project that is to support the young people and the students to have a career navigation and have the orientation for the young, the career starter. So I can provide my detail to John, and if you want to reach out to me, feel free. I can be connect from Facebook and LinkedIn, and just feel free to reach out to people, and then don't be shy. And then if you see someone that you want to learn from and you want to take advice from, just proactively reach out to them. I believe that like, there will be a lot of people like me willing to say and willing to support and help you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Reach out to us, drop an email to us, and we're more than happy to share you the Cham's contact. And like you said, that she will love to give you a feedback on that one too, to help you to moving forward your career as well.